and guilty on all counts. Mr. Trump is now the first former president in history to be convicted of a felony. The jury finding him guilty on all 34 charges of falsifying business records in an effort to keep information from voters in the 2016 presidential election. President Trump has promised that he will be appealing this verdict. The sentencing phase is scheduled for July 11th. The judge will decide if Trump gets probation, a fine, or potential prison. The timing is really especially critical for President Trump. July 11th is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where he is expected to be named as the official GOP candidate for president. The former president also faces 3 more legal battles: the Mar-a-Lago documents case, the January 6th insurrection, and the Georgia election interference case. At this time, no trial dates have been set for those. Well, join us now for a breakdown is criminal defense attorney David Gelman, host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast, Chris Hahn, and former acting White House chief of staff for President Trump, Mick Mulvaney. But first, NewsNation national correspondent Caitlin Becker is live outside Trump Tower. Caitlin, the president's planning a press conference in just a few hours. Can you give us a preview of that?
Yeah, and I think we're going to hear a lot of the same from former President Donald Trump. He has lamented this trial every step of the way, and the verdict didn't go his way yesterday. It didn't seem to faze him too much, honestly, but I do expect that he's going to get in front of the cameras and that microphone and go after DA Alvin Bragg. I believe that gag order has essentially been lifted. We don't have official word on that, but it seems like if he's allowed to talk about the jurors, or perhaps the witnesses, more importantly, that he's gonna go after Michael Cohen. It's something he tried to do along this entire process and ended up getting fined $10,000 under that gag order because he wasn't allowed to talk about them. Now that he can, I think his fury and dismay at these particular people, especially Michael Cohen, is something that we are going to hear today. Now, we're going to be inside Trump Tower, right behind me when the former president talks later today, so I'll be able to give you all of those updates, but I'm sure he's going to touch on that upcoming appeal and probably do a little bit of campaigning. Every time he tries to get in front of a microphone, he has to do as much campaigning as he can because he's been hamstrung by being at court this whole time.
And Caitlin, did the jury's questions for the judge yesterday, of course we want to focus on where we're headed, but figure out exactly how we got where we are. Do you think that was sort of helping everyone read the tea leaves of what was about to come down?
I really think it was. And I also think that by looking at the questions that the jurors asked yesterday, it gives us a little bit of a preview as to what appeal is going to look like moving forward. What the jurors asked about, they needed to rehear testimony from David Pecker and from Michael Cohen. They had that testimony basically reenacted in the courtroom by 2 court reporters who played the role of witness and attorney. And the crux of what they were listening to a second time around went to that 2015 Trump Tower meeting right here, right behind me, with Donald Trump, Michael Cohen, and David Pecker from the National Enquirer to develop that kind of catch and kill scheme, which led to the purchasing of Stormy Daniels' story. That was essentially the underlying crime here that the prosecutors had successfully proved with the jury. Now, questions about the judge's instructions for the jury as to what that underlying crime was and needed to be, and the fact that it didn't have to be unanimous, that's what's going to be a major grounds for appeal. So those questions not only told us what led us to the guilty verdict, but they also are going to be brought up a second time when this appeal happens.
Yep, so we're going to talk about the appeal because that's what everybody's thinking about this morning. Caitlin, thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.